Hey guys, so starting a new series where I kind of discuss the way that things work. Of course, based off the title, you can figure that out. So, this is a whole new thing for me, and let me just give you a brief explanation of why. So, the whole idea of how things work has always been a passion of mine. I've always wanted to know how everything works, taking things apart and re-engineering them. And so because of my passion for making things and figuring out how things work, I decided to put together a video series just explaining some of this stuff. And I got a bunch of suggestions from my friends and family, just asking them, what is it that you really want to know how it works? And so that's where this series is going to start. And you guys are going to leave comments and suggestions. And I'm going to read them and try my best to put it in a video. I'm going to do this weekly. Hold me to it, otherwise I won't. I'm really shooting for weekly. If I don't have time, then it'll be monthly at least. At least it'll be monthly. But I'm going for weekly. So, anyway, where are we starting? My girlfriend asked me, how does the afterlife work? And of course, that's a hard question to answer. As the first episode, it's a very hard question to answer. And so, I'm going to do my best to answer it. So, to first break down how the afterlife works, we need to break it into pieces. What is the afterlife? Well, the afterlife is subjective. The afterlife is subjective because it's based off what you believe. Personally, I believe in God. I believe I will go to heaven after death. But you could be a variety of other people. You could believe in more than one God. You could believe in one God. You could be a Buddhist, Hinduist. You could be a Muslim, a Mormon. You could be many things. And it all changes your belief of the afterlife. Well, not all, but most do change your belief in the afterlife. For instance, Buddhists believe that after you die, you are resurrected, reincarnated as something else, or someone else. And you continue this loop of reincarnation until you reach absolute enlightenment, and then you reach nirvana. And that's the whole sort of basis of Buddhism. You want personal enlightenment. And honestly, the afterlife is incredibly fascinating because of how massive and expanding it is. And so, now if we're going in from a scientific standpoint, most atheists would say the afterlife doesn't exist. And so, I'm not personally an atheist. I don't talk, well, I do because some of my friends are atheists. But, we don't generally talk about the afterlife. It's not something that really comes up. So, this is based off my interpretation that I get off of those people. So what I would say atheists believe the afterlife is you go to the hospital, you are lying on your deathbed, you say your final goodbyes, and you're done. Just like Thanos' glove. You fade away into nothingness, and that's it. You're done. The screen goes black, roll credits, everything is over. Now, that's not a very good way of thinking of things. If you go through life and you think, dang, one of these days it could be over with the snap of a finger. That's not, personally, that's not a way that I would like to go through living life. So that's why people do believe in an afterlife. They believe that after you do die, then your soul leaves your body. So here we go. We're gonna go back to this scenario. You're lying on your deathbed. After you've been rushed to the hospital, you've just had a heart attack. You're laying on your deathbed. You say your final goodbyes. You die. Clear, flat line. The people next to your bed are crying, and you can see that because you aren't dead yet. You die more than once, you could say. So your soul leaves your body, and your soul is lingering over your body because your soul doesn't want to let go yet. Finally, your soul lets go, and you enter a new realm. You enter a new understanding of life. You don't enter life, instead you enter the afterlife, which could be heaven, it could be hell, it could be Valhalla, it could be a variety of other things, again, all depending on what you believe. But the point of afterlife is in the name. It means after you die, you come back. In some sense of the word, you come back, and you don't die. It means that after consciousness leaves the body, there is something in the great beyond. The way that my therapist described it to me, because I've always been a shaky person on this kind of stuff. You are not the same person that you were when you were born. See, because when you were born, you were made of tiny, thousands, billions of tiny little cells. All of those cells are dead because your body is reproducing, replicating cells thousands, millions of times a minute. So all of your cells have been replicated and reproduced, and they are not the same cells that they were a couple years ago. You are, in a sense, in a completely different body, but in the same sense, you're in the same body. Because you didn't leave your body, your consciousness, your subconsciousness. We built some sort of, our bodies, our Lord, our gods, or whatever you want to think of it. They've built some sort of new idea. You see, if you were a zebra, think you're not a zebra. No one's a zebra. If you're a zebra watching this video, I apologize. But imagine a zebra. Zebra's in a field. They're eating grass. They think they see a lion, and immediately they kick into running mode. They run, and they keep going, and when they stop, they can just keep going back to eating grass. There's no worry that that lion is still behind them, that the lion is still chasing them. Because the zebra thinks different than we do. And the zebra doesn't have a subconscious. You see, if we were to do that, we'd be freaking out because the lion could still be somewhere. And that's the thing to think about when you're thinking about human thoughts. You see, humans are not like most animals. Though we are animals, we are mammals, we are physical embodiment of a mammal. We've just evolved to be different. We have incredibly complex brains. And in those brains, we figure things out. And that subconscious is what moves on after you die. After your body has died billions of times, your subconscious, your conscious in general, has moved on through that death thousands and billions of times. And you're still you. And so, when your body dies altogether, that doesn't change anything. When your brain shuts down, that doesn't mean you shut down. It just means you're not going to use your body anymore. Think of your body like a vehicle. And all you are is a driver. You're just a NASCAR driver. Or a pilot. That's the way I like to think of it. You're the pilot of your body. Because your body is a complex organ, and it works in fantastic ways. And so, you want to use your body to progress and be more, become more. So, when you die, you don't crash your car every time you leave it, do you? When you are getting home from a party and it's the end of the day, you're getting home from work, I don't care. You don't crash your car into a tree. You don't stay in your car all day unless you have to. Point is, life isn't over when you leave your car. In the same sense, when you leave your body, life isn't over. So, that's what you get when you ask what the afterlife is. And I know that Naya's gonna watch this. So, there you go. I hope you liked the video, and if you did, consider liking the video. That would be nice. It just lets me know that you enjoyed it. So, feel free to give suggestions on other videos. Clearly, it doesn't have to be a machine. It can be a machine. It can be an idea. It can be anything. I will explain how it works. Next week, I believe, we're going on to water cooling. Could be something else. I'm not sure. I have a list. You'll know next week when it comes out. But, that's what I got for you right now. Leave a comment if you want a suggestion, or if you have a comment, statement, anything. I don't know. I just like the feedback because I get bored, and I like to read the feedback of other people. Because I'm terrible at my job. I don't know. Honestly, if I could quit my job and just do this, I would. But I can't. Life works in mysterious ways. The way things work, I hope you guys enjoyed the first episode of a series that I'm working on keeping it up. Yeah, just, stay curious, I guess. Keep watching these videos, and I will explain things like, fuck it, I'm just kind of wasting a minute now. This is a blue snowball. It's a microphone. It's a really nice microphone, and I know how it works. I'm a smart guy. I got a lot of stuff in my noggin. I know how a lot of things work, like an LED sword. I have a lot of things in my head. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Suggestions and all that. I'm gonna go edit this video now and get started on another one so that I'll have some backlog. Anyway, thanks for watching.